Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Aldridge Farm, where today we are getting on and starting the final harvest. I fast forwarded time through, I think it was 4 days, just to get these crops grown to maximum. They're mostly all grown now. There's just a couple that are lagging behind a bit, because when I checked the map they were... oh no, they're all grown now, never mind. They were updating when I was checking the map, so it looked like they were lagging behind a small bit, and that was a minor worry for me, but that isn't the case. So this is the final harvest. After this is done, and I'll discover in a few episodes time exactly how much I need to do off screen. This is episode 26, so the next two episodes, that last episode, this is episode 27. Episode 28, which I'll record after this one, I will most likely also be harvesting. Episode 29, I think I'll start selling off the crops. Episode 30, we'll probably finish selling off the crops and the lambs that have been fattened up. And once that is done, we'll do a bit of a roundup and see what equipment we have. It'll be the only time I'll reset all the equipment, and we'll see what we have. I know I haven't done any logging in this series. What I am going to do is, because I haven't done any logging in Banticow yet, I'm gonna because I can, I'm going to move the logging rule that was intended for this series. I'm going to move that to Banticow and have that as a rule in Banticow to add to the challenges that I already have. Because I haven't set up the map at all to make it tough for myself. It literally takes days for the crops to grow one stage in Banticow. It's amazing. Though for some reason, once they grow one stage, the night growth mod turns off. The fiddles itself. I don't quite know why. I think it's an error in the scripting somewhere. But yeah, final harvest, starting off with soybeans, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just store everything up, as I've already kind of inferred. And store everything up. Soybeans, they're not going to go into the seed master. I've no need for the seed master. In fact, I've just remembered, on this map you can sell the seeds. So what I'm actually going to do, because it's a thing you can do on the map, I'm just going to double check to make sure I'm not just thinking of something else. Now you can sell the seeds for... no, you can't. Well, never mind. They're a thing that appears that you can't sell. That's amazing. I was gonna sell the seeds and make a bit more money, but apparently that's not a thing that happens. Next series, I'm not going to bring the equipment from here over. In fact, I'm just gonna reverse up here and see. We'll set up the container there. I'm not gonna bring the vehicles from this series over. I'm gonna actually make use of the vehicle rental mod. So I'm gonna start off with no vehicles, and I haven't quite decided the amount of money I want to start off with, because the map I've chosen, there's a bit of an interesting challenge, shall I say. There's an interesting challenge in the map that I've chosen, so I'm not 100% sure what I will do money-wise. I think I think the 10,000 to just start off with on that, or 6,000 should be okay. I'll make a decision on that later on, and well, when the time comes, because I don't need to think about it now. So, Aldrich Farm, I'm gonna kind of give some thoughts about it now, and kind of keep considering those thoughts in the next couple of episodes, and maybe change them as my opinions change, or as I think a bit more. But having played on this for a while, it's a really good map, but that's an issue. That frame rate is an issue. If you don't have a powerful computer, and I'll be honest, I don't have a particularly powerful computer, I just got lucky that I found the one setting that will improve my frame rate. If you don't have a powerful computer, or you can't figure out how to get the frame rate up, you're gonna have to lower the settings down to essentially the game looking terrible, and the game being 2D sprites running around in a Pokemon game or something. I don't know, but it's not the. I don't think it's OEB's fault that the game or the map is demanding. I mean, yes, if you look at exactly where the problem lies, it is OEB's fault the map is demanding, but I would prefer the map to be demanding on a computer than to be bad. I mean, this map is beautiful, the mountains are delicious, and the trees are scrumptious, and it's well designed, and it tastes good too. And I think I'm hungry because I keep talking in foodie terms. But the map is really good. The only issue is that it does tend to tank the frame rate a small bit. But that's it. That's all of the issues with the map. Is the frame rate could be better. And Aldridge are working on another version where I think they're adding more in, and they might be more fortresses on Steam. Sorry, I got distracted by a notification that popped up on Steam. I know they're adding more in. I would presume they'll be doing some optimization fixes to the map, such as removing some of the trees, swapping out some of the more graphically intensive, well, some of the more memory intensive stuff. There's something in the main farmyard that just eats frame rate, and I'm not sure what. Possibly the Ford. But yeah, I'd imagine OEB will work on the map and get it running on. I mean, any computer can run this. It's just a bit taxing. As for things I'd like to see in the map in the future, well, because I know OEB are still working on it, and I don't know what I'd like to see in the map in the future, being completely honest. Maybe a second Seedmaster would be nice. Or an edited Seedmaster that has higher capacity. Because, I mean, let's face it, if you're like me and you want the bottom line of the map to be as low as possible in terms of the in-game money you're spending, the Seedmaster isn't going to cut it. The Seedmaster isn't going to produce all of the seeds you'll need, and you're going to need to be constantly producing seeds with it if you're going to get anywhere for free. You're going to have to be constantly topping up and topping up and topping up, and maybe skipping a couple of harvests to get another few, to get more seeds in. And I'd like to see that being edited to have a higher capacity. I'd like to see in all honesty, a silage bunker or a manure bunker down at the sheep, so there's somewhere to store silage or manure. That'd be really nice. As far as I know, there isn't one at present, because I was able to put the placeable pile where I thought the manure was supposed to go, and the manure now goes there because of the placeable pile. I'd like to see more crops as well. Soybeans, yes, very nice. Very, very nice to have as a crop. I mean, you can use them. You can essentially say soybeans are going to be used for seeds, like I did. Or, you can just do all soybeans if you want. If you're a bit insane. I like that there's an extra crop in the map. I'd like to see oats. I would really love to see oats in the map. I'd love to see and I know David Oldfield did this himself, he edited the map so that with multi-mowing, the multi-mowing mod, he could cut the alfalfa and use it for chaff. And essentially use it the same as grass, which, yes, that is something that should be in the map. And it is something that is in the map I'm going to. There is clover and alfalfa, and I'll be getting multi-mowing for that map so that I can cut the clover and cut the alfalfa and bale it up and do things like that. That's going to be something I'm going to be doing. Storage wise on this map, I really am just filling time because I can't think of things to say, and talking about the map is the easiest thing. Storage wise, in terms of, vehicle storage, the main farm is great. Bit of a shame that one of the sheds has no collisions. That's the one with the bales, with the straw and bale sell point. And the reason there's no collisions is because of the straw and bale sell point. So that's an inherent problem with the way that the sell points are designed. I mean, if there were oh dear. There we go. Oh, that was OBS lagging at that time. OBS! I was talking about the straw and bale sell points, yes. If the shed had collisions in this map, the one that doesn't for the straw and bale sell point, do I have a vehicle parked over there at the moment? I'm just going to tab around, intentionally tab around. Do I have a vehicle over there? Yeah, I'm just going to hop out here. I know it's technically cheating. I'll go back to the harvester and tab around. Here, this shed has no collisions at all. The reason is because of the bale sell point. It's a shame, but if it did have collisions, you'd have people complaining that their auto stackers filled with square bales got stuck. Yeah, it's an issue, but I don't know if it's really that big of an issue. It's something that was intentionally done to prevent complaints that can get complaints. Honestly, I think it's something that couldn't have been avoided, because either way, there was going to be flack had by OEB for having a sell point where, oh, I can't sell my bales because the giant auto stacker that I have that's 20 feet taller than anything that should be on the roads in the UK or Ireland, that got stuck. And honestly, my response to those guys is, well, of course it got stuck. You got something that's too big for the map. I mean, seriously. Honestly, I don't think this map is suited to square. I'm going to be honest, I like using square bales. Really like them, that's why I use them. I say that I've only really done round bales on this channel, or in Farm Sim 15. The square bales are nice, round bales are a bit easier to use because the equipment's smaller. And on this map, you're going to be wanting small equipment. you're going to be wanting a round baler to, not the really hilly fields because they're problematic, but you're going to want a round baler on the likes of field 1, the likes of field 11, field 3, 4, the flatter fields. You don't want that there because you can make you can make the same size bales with them. Number one, if you got a modded baler, like I've got a couple of them that have reduced capacity, you can make more realistically sized bales. I've got one baler that can do 3,000 litre bales, and that seems right. I mean, I don't know what any given round baler should be able to hold. I know the Mikhail F550 is fixed chambers, so depending on bale density, it can hold a lot or a little. If you want a ridiculously dense bale that forms a miniature black hole, you could fit all of the grass in the world into it. But I think that might break the baler. And a lot of the balers in Farm Sim 15 are fixed chamber. As far as I'm aware, the roll belt is. The Kuhn VB2190 I'm using. Is it VB2190? That's the wrong button. I'm going to show off a mod as well while I'm here. Our new mod. If the shop wants to open. Don't you love it when your computer has a bit of a spaz attack and decides, oh, you don't need this game. I'm just going to I'm just going to minimize it. So the VB2190, I believe this is a fixed chamber baler. I could be wrong because it does look like it's variable chamber. This, the Metal Fox Z562, this is a new baler I have. Also got the Tanko auto wrap for wrapping around bales. This is definitely fixed chamber because it's almost I think it's almost a complete reskin of the NI modding Michaela 550 from 2013. Especially seeing as the working with is almost identical to the F550 in real life. The roll belt, which is here, that is almost definitely fixed chamber. And what fixed chamber means is you will always get the same sized bales out. If you got a fixed chamber baler that has a chamber of 1 meter 25.236 centimeters, which, number one, how did you get something that precise? Number two, you will always get bales of exactly that size. Always. I think that's what FarmSim uses, is just fixed chamber balers, is my point. And I kind of regret going to show you the mod because it damn near crashed the game. I'm going to cut out that weird crash that happened. Semi-crash. Didn't crash the game, which is kind of nice. Autosave mod would have saved my ass there. And that's why I have the autosave mod. Because the game does have a bit of a habit of occasionally just saying, nope, not gonna work now, crash. Which is annoying, to say the least. So, we're almost 20 minutes in. I'm gonna go to like 22, 23 minutes this time. Because I don't know how long I'll have to cut out from the issue. But yes. Yes. I feel like I'm preachy today. I'm in a bit of a preachy mood. I feel you should be using round balers on maps like this where they're a bit smaller and a bit tighter, and you don't necessarily have the room to make square bales. I mean, round bales, very easy to make, relatively speaking. I mean, the technology behind them is actually a lot more complex, which is kind of comical. But they're a lot easier to make for, say, you or a farmer. I mean, most of the farmers in Ireland make round bales, and I'm just going to say now, that's not a commentary on Irish farmers, that's just, it seems, a nationwide preference for round bales, somewhat inexplicably. Yes, we've got very hilly ground. What shall we do? Let's make something round. but we don't want it rolling away. But let's make it round anyway. I mean, I'm not criticizing farmers, but this is coming from somebody who does science, or did science, in college. I'm smart. That doesn't seem logical. Round bales confuse me because they are cylindrical, they're cylinders, but as far as I know, their weight holds them down in position even if they're on a ridiculously large hill and they don't tend to roll around. Except in that one case where I watched a farmer carefully stack up a trailer load of round bales, said I'd laugh if they all fell, and I laughed. And looking back on that now, because I was like 11 when I said that, I feel really bad for the guy. Because, I mean, round bale, that was just, it's funny to see happening, but oh my god, that must be annoying to happen. It's like, oh, I've got my trailer full of round bales now, I hope they don't fall. Oh no, they fell. They tipped all over the field as well. The saving grace was they weren't grass bales, they were all straw bales. So they were a bit more resilient. Hay bales I know are quite resilient as well, but I know straw bales tend to hold together the best. Unless they're small square bales that are just tied with like baling twine. They have a really large habit, especially if they're punished a bit, of just going, nope, not gonna be a bale anymore. So yeah, that's the end of my madness for now. Well, for you guys, for you guys, and then I say, I'm gonna record another episode after this, so the madness will continue in 2 days' time. Well, this current bout of madness, there's more madness for you guys tomorrow on Bantacow, but that's the past me madness. Because I recorded Bantacow before this. See, I'm getting better at remembering what I'm doing. Remembering what I'm talking about is a different matter, but I am remembering that things, because I did it today, and yes. I'm going to leave it here because I'm starting to lose my mind and I need a drink of water, and it's best to do that in between episodes so that I don't waste time drinking water unless I need to fill time, in which case I'm just going to drink all the water ever. So, I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Aldridge Farm. Please comment, like and subscribe, it is very much appreciated. It just makes my day when I see somebody commenting that you love my videos, which I can't understand, but hey, each to their own. Or somebody subscribing, which again I can't understand, but each to their own, whatever floats your boat. I'll see you next time when we'll probably be harvesting soybeans again. And don't worry, I won't be doing like 6 episodes of harvesting soybeans or harvesting barley. Just gonna do a couple of doing an harvest and get everything else up off screen. I've given myself a lot of off screen work to do in the next couple of days. Yeah. Until I see you again, or until next time, stay safe and goodbye.